Hey guys, it's 2 o'clock on Tuesday for our regularly scheduled workshop. I'm going to bring you through some really good content that I scoured the internet for. If you have any questions, you can go to our website at diyai.ai. You can also go to our school community at SKO, it's at the bottom of the video, skool.com/DIYAI. And the school community is free. There's content on. Hold on one second. There we go. We had some reverberation there because I'm going live on Instagram as well. I apologize for that. So if you have any questions, please post a comment below the video or join us live or join us live. I'm going to post the link here to the video so that if you guys have any questions, you can feel free to join us live. You don't have to share your video if you don't want to. The link is below the video, whether you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter, X. And I really appreciate you guys joining. For those of you that don't know who I am, again, my name is Ryan. I'm the founder of a digital marketing agency called Accelerate Marketing. It's been around for about 17 years. The agency is partners with Google. It's a partner with Google for the Google Local Service Ads platform. The agency primarily what it does is for the past 17 years, it's helped businesses to generate qualified or pre-qualified, pre-sold leads, meaning they're already sold because they've seen your information, they've seen your reviews, they've seen all the psychological triggers they need to see in order to make a decision, and they just pick up the phone and call you. So we've been in partnership, so to speak, with Google for the past 8 years since we became a partner on the Google Local Service Ads platform. If you have any questions about that, I can answer those questions. But basically, the DIY, I'm the founder of DIY. It's a conversational AI agency as well that allows you to create agents that can get things done for your business, that can help you convert leads. So if you have any questions about that, then please ask any questions. So a lot of agencies, including the one that I founded, generates leads and does a great job of it. But the problem is that a lot of times business owners are not able to convert those leads because they're a single owner and they wear many hats and they don't have people to answer the phone or they don't have enough people to answer the phone. And a lot of leads actually go or fall through the cracks. There's been studies that have been done over the years that have proven this and shown many times, time and time again, that on average, only about 70% of the leads are actually answered. And about, I'd say 10% to 15% of leads or more are never even called back. So this is the reason why it's really important to set up an agent or some way to respond to the leads or to answer the phone calls if your first line of defense, so to speak, is not able to get to the call. So that's primarily what our AI agents are doing. They're doing that both verbally, like with voice. We have an AI agent that sounds very human-like, and you can almost not tell the difference even between a human and the AI agent. We also have the AI agents do customer service. We have them do intake. We have them respond also via email, via chat on your website, via text, etc. So there's a lot of different ways that these AI agents can actually respond and benefit your business. So if you have any questions, please post them below. I will respond live here, and also if you're watching the recording, then please just go ahead and post the comment below, and I'll get to that and get back to you as soon as I possibly can. The other thing that you can do is you can go to, let's see. Yeah, so you've got that. And then also you can text us at 561-861-3238. If you have any questions, you can text us as well. The school community is really to take the conversation off of video here and make it more of a continual conversation so that we can go back and forth, not just when we're live. So that's really what the DIY community is all about. So let me know what questions you have. I'm going to go in and go through the content so that if you have any questions about that, obviously you just ask at any time. And some of the topics, I'm not going to go probably that long today. I am going to go through and, look at some of these new topics. So one of the topics that I found is that it says voice agents, real-time qualification on the phone. So this is a thing now. Obviously, you can qualify leads on the phone. There's a Reddit thread where someone built an AI agent that calls leads. The caveat I would give to that is that you want to make sure that you own the list. If you do have an AI make outbound phone calls, you want to really be careful about that, because you can get into some hot water if you don't have the ownership of that list. Okay. So what that means is you really have to have explicit consent to be able to send an outbound AI agent to have an outbound AI agent, or have an agent make an outbound phone call on your behalf, or on your business's behalf, to anybody. You've really got to have consent from that person that you're making the outbound call to. You can do it. You can make outbound calls with an AI agent. And it's a very fast way to actually contact your list if you have phone numbers. Just be as careful as you would in sending out an outbound text message or more. So one of the things that another big topic is how voice agents differ from chatbots in terms of their logic, and then how they actually route calls. You can really with a traditional chatbot, you have to, if you're thinking about a chatbot, a lot of people think about a chatbot in the sense that it used to be done, or in the way that it used to be done. So the way that chatbots were created in the past is you had to provide all the answers for the chatbot. If you did not provide every question and answer that the chatbot could answer, the chatbot just would not be able to answer the question. It would not be able to behave like a large language model AI. So it wouldn't have a basic level of knowledge. Now, the large language models, the agents that are out there, are PhD level for almost every topic. They're PhD level intelligence. They have PhD level intelligence about pretty much any topic right out of the box, meaning a salesperson, or an attorney, there's PhD level attorney knowledge right out of the box. So the voice agents differ significantly from chatbots. What you want to do is you really want to think about those two types. If you are creating a chat agent that is AI powered, then you definitely want to create an agent that is a chat agent versus a voice agent in a different way. You want to ask questions differently and also route the calls in a different way based on the questions that are answered. So it really takes some time, energy, and effort in order to make sure that this is done correctly. So this is just something to think about in terms of the difference between qualifying somebody through a voice agent versus a chat agent. And this is why it matters, is because phone leads are high intent. Automating the call means capturing urgency and converting faster if you get what I just mentioned correct. Okay. So let me go back here. So let me know if you got any questions. I'd love to answer any questions that you have. Or you can jump in. I did post the link below. Like I said, I do have a lot of knowledge on conversational AI. I also have knowledge that I can share with you on local search engine optimization, otherwise known as Google Business Profile Optimization, and even local service ads optimization on how to make sure that you rank high in both of those sections of Google, which is probably where about 80 to 90% of people select a business from when they go to Google searching for a business. So it's really important as a business owner that you get that right. So selling AI voice and agent services to SMBs. On Reddit, there's a thread about somebody selling AI customer support voice agents to SMBs. I'm just going to pull this up. I'm curious to see. So let me just share my screen. Share screen, entire screen, boom, boom. Okay, should be able to see it. Good. Okay, so let me go here. So here's the Reddit post. I built an AI voice agent that can handle booking, support, order cancellations, and lead capture, all using tools like N8N, VAPI, 11 Labs. Great. They're fully customizable and integrated with Shopify, Stripe, CRMs, and ticketing tools. Anyone here sold something like this to small businesses? I saw a lot of people on YouTube talking about this. Okay. Our audit gives you what you need. It only takes, let's see. That's something that sounds cool on YouTube, but there's almost zero real world demand for. You would be surprised how much demand for such systems are in the Northern area. Yeah. It's largely illegal in the US without specific disclosure. I'm telling from market demand perspective. So there are so many requests from SMBs in the US that our team gets. I totally agree. Business owners love to get more leads and save money. Simple automations really are not that expensive. The question is how to connect the AI tool to the main business phone number for caller ID, et cetera, and also be able to answer the phone on the posted number. You can do that. And this guy is basically talking about what DIY does. Somebody says, nice work. I've seen a lot of buzz around AI voice agents, but actually selling to small businesses can be a different beast. Many are interested, but convincing them is worth the investment. Takes some hustle. Have you tried pitching the local shops or service providers? Would love to hear what's worked for you. One of the things that we like to do is just prove that the AI agent can get you better results in terms of converting more leads and getting you more leads, specifically through local service ads, because that is one of the ranking factors that Google uses, is how quickly the leads that they send you are, what percentage of them are answered in 30 seconds or less. That's what Google looks at. We'd love to connect with you. When you built them using these tools, it's very hard to sell to the businesses. One misconfiguration, one error, and your entire automation fails. Now imagine hundreds of clients. Okay, very true. I'm currently doing 50K ARR with my voice agents. I'm selling them to enterprise SMBs across US UA. I build my solution using AWAS white label, and now it offers clients a plug and play SaaS. Nice work. Leveraging AWAS to get 50 is solid, especially for a SaaS plug and play angle. That's interesting. What are your pricing? Okay. But it's an interesting conversation. I've actually been testing tools out like Voice Hub myself. I built a food ordering service. So there's a lot of interest now obviously in agents. And I think that, this is really what is surfacing here. There's a lot of interest. There's some interest. Businesses are really, businesses are trying to make heads or tails of these agents, basically like how good the voice is, or how good does it sound? Does it sound like a human? They are getting better and better every day. You can't tell the difference between a human and an intake person that's chatting with somebody. That's for sure. And I do agree with the big, the question up here about connecting the agent to a phone number. That's one thing that is very important, so that you can actually have people call the agent, and you can also connect with connecting the agent to the phone number. You can have the agent take text calls or have text conversations with people. So very interesting conversation here. And yeah, I think that it's, this is something that's definitely, let me just go back here. There we go. So I'm going to go to the next topic. Your view. Okay. you guys, the thing to take away here is if you're going to set up an agent, you definitely want to identify the performance metrics. Like, what are you going to be tracking that shows how much better having an AI agent is versus having a call service to answer your phone calls? So if you really want to know, if you really want a reason, then try an AI agent. Look at the revenue, or look at the numbers, and look at the additional revenue that you are going to be generating by having an AI agent answer all of your phone calls, allowing your business to stay open 24/7, and generating more leads. Because of the fact that you're answering all calls, and Google loves that. So another topic here is AI customer service agents. So it's not just intake, but customer service that boost CSAT and cut costs. I don't like abbreviations. Guide on AI customer service. CSAT, I think, is customer service something. Boost CSAT. Let me just look. There's a topic, or there's a blog post on the blog Nutshell. Picture this. It says it's 10 p.m. and a potential customer has, it's great the way they started this. And a potential customer has an urgent question about your product. Again, 24/7. This is what they're going to talk about, I think. In the traditional customer service model, they have to wait until business hours for an answer. I just had this issue come up with AT&T this past weekend. Potentially losing their interest and your sale. Yes. And actually Verizon, I went to Verizon and I tried to get an answer yesterday and couldn't talk to anybody. But with AI customer-powered customer service, the same customer gets an instant, accurate response that not only answers their questions, but guides them toward a purchase. The scenario isn't science fiction. It's happening right now for thousands of small and medium-sized businesses that have embraced artificial intelligence. This is great. In customer service operations, companies that use AI in customer service have reported increases of up to 25% in customer satisfaction, CSAT. Okay. Reductions of as much as 30% in service costs. I agree. For SMBs, the technology represents more than just an efficiency gains. It's a competitive equalizer that enables small businesses to deliver enterprise-level customer experiences without incurring customer level budgets. I agree. And you only have to train the agent once. So, this is now becoming part of the conversation, the normal conversation that people are having. It's becoming more acceptable. I think we've only used about 10% of the current LLMs, or large language models, capabilities, and they're only getting exponentially better. And we're only using about 10 to 15% of what they are able to do for your business right now. So conversational AI can handle customer service intake, can handle service intake, answer FAQs, can handle escalations and even warm transfers. Measurable results will show you the way. That's what if there's one topic that you're going to hear me talk about a lot, is results. And that's what I like about this blog post, is that it's got measurable results. This is what we keep track of in our software. Anytime that you think about going and setting up an AI system, please make sure that you're looking at an AI agent system that will give you the data you need to make a decision as to whether or not, in a very short amount of time, the AI agent's doing better than your customer service or intake team, or your humans, basically, or whatever system that you're using. The other thing is you want to make sure that it's truly multimodal, meaning it's email. The AI agent can respond to email, text, chat, voice in every way that a human can. And they can integrate with all of your CRMs and any other system that you have. Service and support is a big cost center, showing how AI tickets it can handle it. Service and support can be definitely handled by AI. My Final topic here is going to be voice plus chat hybrid agent call. I agree. Call recording data cloning. One of the things that I like about this concept is that you can make a voice agent start a new text conversation after the person has left a voicemail. And the way that that would work is you would connect a chat or a text agent, actually a text agent, to your current voice system. And if your humans don't answer and it goes to voicemail, that voicemail is used as the first bubble, if you will, or text in the text conversation between that human and the AI. So the AI will receive that voicemail, it'll translate it, and it'll start a text conversation with that person. That's the text back feature. And that's an awesome feature to set up as a very low risk alternative to people just going to voicemail. At the very least, I would set that up for every business out there, or any business out there. It's gonna increase your conversion rate significantly, because the AI agent is going to be able to have a great conversation with that person and answer all their questions immediately without that person going to the next business that's down the list on Google. There's an academic paper on cloning voice AI from call data sets. You can use, and by the way, you can use past top performing call recordings to train the AI agent that mimics your best reps, reducing training time and then scale. It'll allow scalability. This is a very important topic that I haven't talked about yet. The other thing that I would look for if I was looking for an AI agent is I would look for an AI agent that has three things. Number one, well, the other things that I had mentioned, but the other thing that I would really look for is, will the agent allow for at least three types of training? And I'm going to go through them right now. So number one would be a prompt, obviously. So you'd want to prompt the agent and give the agent a prompt, just like you would any large language model, to have it know what it is that you want it to do. Okay. Once you give the agent, that's the first top level of training. Okay. It's the top level of training. And we like to call it it's the debrief before the agent goes into any call. It literally reads that information every single time before it gives a response. Okay. That's the debrief. It's like going into a debrief. It's like it's like a fighter pilot going into a debrief before he goes, and does his sortie. So it's the same concept. So that's the debrief. It's the top level of training. The second level is the knowledge base. And that's basically the equivalent of Cliff Notes. So it's the Cliff Notes that the agent reads before it goes into the conversation. And that's where you can upload these best of the best voice conversations that your intake team or your service team, your customer service team has had with people, so that the voice agent or the agent can mimic those conversations. So the agent will literally run through that entire conversation or conversations every single time before it actually responds. That's the second level of training. The third level of training is called reinforcement learning. So what that is where you basically go into the vector database by going into each conversation and line by line and giving a sentence, if you want to, a thumbs down, and then putting in there for that sentence what the sentence should say, and then reinserting that sentence into the brain, if you will, the vector database that we're using to train the AI agent. So that's a more finite, fine-tuned way to actually train the agent on a more specific, on a smaller scale, as opposed to making broad brushes, brushstroke changes to the prompt or the knowledge base. So I hope that makes sense. And I would make sure that any system that you are going to use as far as an AI agent is able to do all three of those, that you're able to train the agent all three of those ways. It's a big differentiator, and it's very important. So anyway, so If you have any questions, please go ahead and call us at the number below, 561-861-3238. I will respond to you, and or the AI will both. I do respond to everybody. I see all those text conversations within minutes. DIYai.ai. You can go to the website, and you can also go to our school community for free. You can get great content there. Let me know what questions you have. Post the contents below. Thanks for joining today. If you have any questions, please post the content. Please post your questions in the comment section below the video wherever you're watching it. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.